Hello, hello, and welcome to another stream here for HCA tournament. My name is Daj and glorious game. The Circle and Furious Frogs, two teams. Well, I guess I've casted for the Circle before, once before,
Gold, gold,
but
gold, 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 gold.
so I always have to change between playing and not playing, right? So anyway, uh, casted once for the Circle before. Well, we were casting first time ever for Furious Frogs. So I'm pretty sure the Circle. I don't want to get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're English. Uh, and Furious Frogs is French. I'm gonna say. So game for me, my ping is outrageous, but that's okay. We're not playing, so really shouldn't affect us too much. But I mean, here we are, right? This is week 3 of HCA. It's kind of weird because of the delays that this game had. That in uh, between that and what else? Like the timing issues with bye weeks and stuff. I mean, it's the third game for most people, third, fourth, second, around that area. But today we will be playing on SME for the Allies. Sorry, we'll be playing on the side of the Allies. SME is a point that, in my opinion, is more favored for the Allies, just because they can get the church super, I think, a lot more accessible. They also have a lot more kind of to work with, and their tanks can also kind of position behind the church pretty easily. So it's super fun, super good uh, for them to do that. But the main point of contention for me, we'll probably see some people get sent to a hospice, but more likely being the South, the fight for the South is super both teams, right? So ideally you want to keep the other team across the side of the red road. But, the Axis are going to probably want to slam this early, maybe play for a retake. But we'll see. I mean, you never know how these games are going to go. I'm not too familiar with either one of these teams' games, but I'm super excited to see how they play and what kind of plays they might go for, as it's always fun to kick these things off, right? So we're going to be live here in about 15 seconds. We'll see. I'm not sure. Okay. What's going on here? Like a firing squad of rockets. This is cool. I've never seen this before. They're all gonna find their lineup, I imagine. I like showing the open, so we'll kind of cook on this. I'm trying to. Oh shit! Truck got hit. Ow! Driver's still up though. The truck did get smacked, so Furious Frog's already taken out some people on that. Here comes the rockets. Kind of like a mini Katushka. Is anything gonna land? Oh, all of them were so close, man. I don't believe they got anything, but I think Furious Frogs did indeed got a kill or two. It's hard to do changes to see. We don't really know, but we'll see though. As you see, the allies make it to point in the circle, so this cap should start to flip the way of the Furious or the circle here shortly. You see that truck? That's kind of funny. Luck's diving in. They just kind of need to get, as soon as Stewie hits cap, I think it will. And they're going to get into church. They're going to start getting this 3x. There's like 5 of them. So it's already going back the way of the circle here, which, as it should, it seems like Furious. Oh, no, they actually did go hard north too. Interesting. As you see, the south is super important. This is kind of concerning for me because, if Furious Frogs gets in these backyards, their walk on the point is kind of dangerous, and it's not a situation the circle wants to be fighting over all game. But the thing is, the next point for them is Rue to attack, which is not necessarily it's not easy pickings, So We'll see, but I mean, this point, I think, as of right now, I mean, the circle should have enough to enough juice in this to take this. I think. Um, yeah, I don't have. I should probably do. Give me 1 second. I have to like. Sometimes I'm just in between. I know this is like really unprofessional. I apologize, but I think it looks good to have it side there. Okay, moving on. As you see, so this front door is definitely, again, it favors the circle because look at all that they have to do, right? But we kind of look, I mean, here's the line for the frogs. The circle is playing more defensively as they should, like stay in the cap square, and now they're responding to the south push here, which is what they need to do, right? They need to get into those backyards, they need to grind, they need to ball. So let's take a look. I mean, we'll keep it pushing, but again, I think this is gonna go the way of the circle. I think it always does. Now, by no means though is that going to dictate how this game's gonna go, because you know, Furious Frogs still have a lot of they have a lot of legs, and what really helps too is the fact that this is Rue. Wow, that's crazy. The fact that this is Rue though, there's a chance that we it's not as easy for them to just to pick off SME, right, and go to Rue. So attacking is a little bit more, it's hard, so they kind of have to fight to defend this, but Cap is going to go the way of the circle. So kudos for them, they didn't botch the open, it's going to go as planned for them. Already taking the next point, it's just because the recon, as you see, I mean, this is potentially dangerous. I mean, that garrison went down, but he just doesn't have an OP up. But they're gonna commit early to that. Interesting. Kind of see how this goes. With this Lux pushing north, as you see, I mean, the allied tanks are gonna be pretty much all game. Gonna be in this back courtyard area, as you see. There's one, the Stewie is there. I don't know where this medium's playing. I don't think that's the open medium though. Nah. So this is the open medium. Playing back here. I was like, there's no way that they'd just be kind of all hot like that, but medium's just gonna kind of walk up because it can. I mean, it's a Lux. Lux is not able to do anything against it, and it's just dead, so see you later. I think the other Lux is right there. There's potential that this is going to go down too, or that's the P4 actually, so that kind of spells danger, potentially, for both these tanks on their open. Now we have two mediums and a Stewie. You know, this is not a situation you necessarily want to be in, I guess. They're going to try to clear this carcass. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this P4 is not looking behind it. They're about to back up, wait, they're literally about to back up right into this. Is their gun? Their gun's ready. They're backing up, but they're not going to get first shot on that. And this P4 has to kind of. They probably should have just kept on going back because they're dead. Yep, and there it goes. I think in that situation, you got to keep it in reverse. You didn't get first shot, and you paid for it. That's two tanks down by one medium in about a minute. So, I mean, pretty good start here for the circle. They are zoning off the north here quite well. I mean, there's a whole fight going on hospice, which is always crazy to me how like wide you play on these. But here comes the danger, though. Here comes the danger. As you can see, the frogs are gearing up 5-man deep onto these backyards, as there is a gap there, which is potential to cause some issues. Yeah, they're gearing. Now it's a 6-man, and there's a big hole here, and it doesn't really seem like the circle is aware that there's a hole here. Now 7 has the possibility here to get a really good satchel play if he can satchel this medium. This huge. Oof. picking up the pressure. Furious Frog's a little crowded. See what they can do though. See if Oof goes down. Oh, just absolutely obliterates Toon, but then there's the there's the landmine, so the AP landmine helped him out there. Very nice. I don't know. I guess the tank splashing that? Maybe from cemetery. Where did that second medium go? I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a satchel. But yeah, I mean, they're still in these backyards. Check on this attack. I mean, they got a OP pretty damn close, to be honest. Which is, I mean, it's always scary. Especially when the cap is contesting like this, man. He wins. I mean, that's a big fight. Looks like he's gonna take him out. And back the backyards, south of the yards here. Dewey's cleaning house. I don't know if you can see on the right of the screen here. Dewey just being a madman. Satchel's gonna go off. Oh no, that truck just blew up. Okay, it sounded like a satchel there for a second. Cap is contested. And it's gonna start going the way of the circle. 2 people enough to start the cap. That spells trouble for Frogs because now they're gonna have to pull back just a little bit. Deal with this. I mean, they have their SLs, but these guys essentially walked into. We'll see if what I'm thinking is gonna happen. We're actually gonna go quick with this attack. Play out is that what's gonna happen though? OP's about to get wicked. About to probably get a bunch of small. But I assume though it should have gotten. We're actually gonna go. Did you see the defense for Furious Frogs coming out? Easy is going to try to loop back around this. Ruma is still up. They really, I mean, they have this garrison here. I don't know why you spawn here. This, to be honest. And then E-Mark, this cell is already here as well. And this is a full-on, like, we're, 5-10 minutes in, and these guys are already knocking on the door here. That airhead, I mean, not a bad airhead, but they need to send somebody over there to deal with that because Belgian. I mean, we'll keep an eye on this push here. They're back to capping, and that airhead's gonna drop. I mean, yeah, he's gonna probably should have. I think he's gonna take it out. I can't really. I'm imagining he got it. Or he did. There's the smoke coming. Yeah. But definitely tragic on that. Should have been in the weed. OP's still up though. They really not able to find that OP. Mock is going to just blast him. But at this point, this OP should be like full. Yeah, it is. Oh, they're about to gear out. They're just getting boxed out of their. It's simple as that. Look how many people in the Frogs are having. Now look where. Push up, man. Tough. They're grinding. That spawn north that has potential to spell trouble for the Frogs. I think this push is ultimately not going to work because so the OPs in this guys are coming up. Most likely are going out and destroyed, but back to capping. Reinforce about halfway right now. While Simon out. Hey. I didn't either one of them see. This easy OP's down. There's easy OP. Rico's gonna take him out. Tank is put up. You see, like, really good job right now. Moved. But still in a good position to play right there by the circle. They're still on this. I mean, it looks like it's weird because the Frogs look like they're not they're not going away, but they're not like these guys are still very much here. Now some artillery. What? Here's the this is heavy though. Now this is interesting. There's a recon. Weird game. A recon tank that's gonna smack it. Oh. I don't know how many shots it takes. Heavy. I imagine then he's gonna be able to spare his life. I mean, dead. But like, so frogs though gonna keep track. Hold on to that. Back in mon. But so we take a look back at the point SME. I mean, kind of. You think like so in situations like that, I think it's always. I mean, so this South is definitely more favored to the circle now. Like they did a really good job of boxing out, and you can see like hospices. Oh, not a lot of, and no one's literally in grid square whatsoever. Right, so they completely stopped. So they did get something out of that by being able to pull them, and they're capping. Hold on to this. Back a bit. They got a garrison up here. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, I must say so. Cap's back. Guess we're gonna fly. I mean, there's gonna be a big spawn. I saw it coming. But again, so it's really good though for the circle because they're getting so many people off of their point right now. SME is not like frogs have to kind of reset it. Happen. I mean, this should start. Oh. Ow. Big reset. Pretty much their whole. Oh man. So I mean, this is definitely trouble. A bomber run's gonna come in. Not really gonna buy much. Frog's about to walk right into it. Primo's gonna hold on at least. I'm gonna hold on again, but I mean at this point their whole push off SME down. Now they're on the back foot. How do they keep? How do they? Question. Now look how. Just use their bombing run too. I mean they're gonna. This is locked out by the way. It's like a. Pretty sure this is locked out, but this is like a bug. Where it doesn't show that it's. This should never happen. Like. There's that icon. It is locked out. They're gonna find it. So, well, maybe this is gonna be like a one-time push here. They're in circle, but they don't have any. Yeah, there's 3 OPs down here. Garrison's gonna go down. That's good. They don't have anything on the point yet. Still count. And they're doing a really good job. Hey, you guys go to the point. Have these guys kind of start the attack out, or like start zoning off someone else. They did lose this south side. I mean, I'd like to see. I think there's. I guess you could. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. Alright, but right now, push. Here they are. They're still capping. Still capping. They've been 50. Do we have an OP on point yet? Reinforce comes out again, but no one for the Furious Frogs point. Good OP option spot on the axis. They're gonna try to fill this up and get in the circle. They should be able to hold it if that's the case, but they have to win these gunfights. Commander is gonna run in face first to this. Guess what? There is gonna be 2 tank supports that are gonna be here. I think this Stewie is probably gonna dive point if I had to guess, which is hard to do for pat pressure. But it looks like they're holding on. We're gonna get an OP wiped here for R here. That goes down. Again, no real pressure on the SME. They can kind of go all in on that. Still have all the OPs got taken out. 1 OP for item and 1 for forge. But this reinforce back to back has saved Furious Frogs from losing this point. If timing was not on their side, they would have lost both times. More so on this one, I can definitely say. So now we're in the situation where they're about to lose reinforce, right? Then what? You know, the circle is still in a really good position right now. Take this over. And you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world yet. Still a chance. Looks like this push is gonna kind of get snucked out. I mean, it's very like they're all over the place, and I kind of like that. I like it. But so the circle doing really good. I mean, like I said, their grid squares are completely safe. Really good push on their part, to get that going. Basically started. Live in these backlines now and make the fight not about SME, which is what you want to do in this situation. You have an easy cap. That team if the team's playing for a retake, thing you want to do is take away their retake. Now they're in a situation where the frogs have to really grind for a lot of time. Like they have a lot of people bunched up right here, and it's gonna just they're gonna just sit there and wait. Wait for them to walk in, man. That's all they have to do. And I mean, they're still pushing. Like Dubio, there's Nerf Me coming up behind them. This should get flagged. Nerf Me's gonna go down, and they have a garrison here that they're just walking in. There's a chance. They're back on point, dude. Garrison has to go down though. Nemo's gonna take out where that was. They still have the spawns, but again, they're in a really good spot. I would argue. I would say. Ooh. So they're overloading right now. As soon as they stepped in, they started capping. Like what? That's pure just cap. Like they have no one in circle right now. There's just pure numbers right now. There's the flare, their front door. They're gonna go look for this big garrison. Actually, I don't even know where in is. So they're back on point. That garrison, Rico's gonna take out that garrison. Okay, it's huge. Garrison goes down. They gotta rebuild that like almost immediately. recon's gonna come up. I assume. Actually, I don't know who this is for. I assume this is for frogs. Yeah, 'cause I can't see it. I guess I couldn't. But you know, I'm not sure. But Heavy's gonna come help. Now they have their own Heavy coming out. So Frogs really having a reset here. Like you could see, I mean, they are getting like another good push here. That's good. They're keeping that going. Now just gonna roll over it. Maybe catch a circle of surprise. I mean, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody in this grid square. So they're gonna fight this. They're gonna try to fight what they think is this front door, but really they're Furious Frogs is walking on right here. So I mean, potential for some plays to happen. The Frogs have reestablished, but now the front door is over here. Circle trying to. I mean, they noticed it. They noticed something, but they didn't get a flare on that. Didn't really catch anything. I'm wondering if they're gonna discount this now because they don't think anyone's here. But in reality, they're on the edge of this. A mock taking pock shots. Mock. You have Proctalgia. Proctagalia. I don't know. Getting taken out though. Potential to be the hero. Gecko. I mean, dude, that's 3 gunfights. 1. Dropping supplies. I assume this is the circle dropping supplies, not knowing they're actually a squad here. Because the Frogs are looking to make a play of their own. Not a bad one. This is a good front door. I mean, you gotta take this south side. You gotta push across, take this south side, and SME, or you can go. I mean, they have people just sitting on hospice though, which is crazy. Hmm. I'm gonna head back to pretty good fight down here right now. There's a potential actually, if you kind of look at this, potential that the Furious Frogs can to kind of sandwich this. They're having real good pressure right here. They're committing a lot of bodies here. Actually. Relative walk on the point, I would say. That medium's gonna go down too, which is huge. Absolutely huge. What took it out before? Gonna roll on into point here. Trying to clear that carcass, I imagine. There he goes. So we'll kind of roll into point here as we kind of take a look at what is... They're starting to cap. This is all procs, by the way. So it's going to get... I mean, yeah, it's going to get stumped out pretty quick. You hop on a point, no big deal. But now... I mean, there's life. There is life. So just an absolute grind down here, man. Absolute grind. Believe we just recently went live. Let me just double check, make sure that we're good on that. And just not joining us. This is the Circle versus Furious Frogs in HCA tournament that is run by the community, and we are on SME. Got about an hour left in this game. So far, it's been pretty evenly sided. Circle having a pretty quick flip on the attacking Rue to get that pressure off of SME, but Frogs are coming back with it. Not really wanting them to kind of just have it for free. So, I mean, there's life at last. There's life at last. As you can see, the Circle is just inching. Kind of a big push here. Gonna try to just bully their way on a point. Two tanks playing this open field. And they do it. Question. Oof. Tiger. I should get caught out here if Oof wants to take him with him. Front door P4 goes down for Furious Frogs. Front door is now being stuffed a little bit by Circle, and on the flip side, their front doors they're about to break through. They're truly about to break through. But the Furious Frogs is responding pretty violently to that. So ultimately, yeah, I mean that's stuffed out for sure. But they're kind of like, again, they're wrapping that rear. Wrapping that rear. Weird, because Furious Frogs is kind of like they're pushing for this comparison, good, looking for these tanks, but it's like, I don't know if this is oversight or what, but they are kind of in the wrong area. Hopefully, I think they're gonna, I assume, bam, goodbye. I assume they're gonna correct this, but they're kind of just like leaving. While guys are... I wonder if Oops go for this. I imagine... Oh, you never walk in front of... What? What? Oh, I think... I think he just got... Is that Artie? Oh, that's so sad. I'm pretty sure he made it through. And then I think it's Artie. his friendly already, or the tank splashed and killed him. Oh no. That's pretty tragic. I think it was the tank. I can't tell. I was my map. But that's so sad. 'Cause, I mean, you never walk in front of a tank either. Like, you gotta find the angle. Alright, let's check in on this front door. Yeah, I mean, they kind of have to just load this. I get it. Try to get back in. You just gotta kind of. I think at this point, you gotta kind of have to shift W through the road, kind of just brute force it. A lot of these people are playing wide right now. In reality, they really should just be, I think, spearheading this. That's gonna be. Flies coming. I assume looking to build rep station. Now tankers can do it themselves. So it creates for pretty good environment. All they need is a supply drop. Makes it how it's been for the inception of the game. This front door definitely stuffed. Circle filled those camps pretty good. 53 minutes left. Still a lot of life in both teams. Still a lot of game left for us to play before. Ultimately, I don't know if that's running. Hard to see. A lot of life though left to be played in this game. A lot of life. So yeah, this is the grind for Rue. This is exactly what the circle was, I assumed, gunning for. Was they wanted to take away this they don't want to fight over SME, like let's fight over Rue instead. And it worked. It worked like a T. To a T, rather. Yeah, that's such a weird place for like Artie to hit. No, I just always think about that stuff where it's like just like funny. I don't know. I feel like Artie always finds me. Happens. But I can't really tell it as an admin. To be honest. So keep grinding though on this. Alright. Let's I mean yeah, they're doing a really good job of stuffing this out right now. Rebuilding this front door, trying to slam south, but looks like the frogs are kind of committing a lot of people. That south somehow got a garrison up here. That's interesting. Will anything come of it? I wonder. This guy has been grinding for the last like 15 minutes, by the way. Absolutely grinding. And nothing's warm. They genuinely might have no idea. Andy might ruin the day. Nope, there's one. We're gonna have 3 SLs, 2 imp. Ooh. Is that gonna be a friendly, or is that gonna be from the circle, or is that gonna be from Furious Frogs? I'll find out. I saw the last one, I think. That's gonna be a circle, or from Furious Frogs, actually. We're gonna, I don't know why I keep on watching my map when I can literally just go watch it in game. Sorry. So they're gonna completely take this point. No, that is actually hard to say. They're gonna commit to this. They're gonna commit hard. Slow burn garrison going out. That's 2. They just took. I assume he's taking it out, or he's waiting. He's locking it out though. So there it goes. Supplies will go down next. Dangerous situation here. They need to get everyone they can. OP's gonna go down from Andy. Here we go. I mean, this is huge. And the cap's going back the way, but like that doesn't really say much. The thing that needs to happen though is like they need to make sure this is secured, and they're pulling a lot of people back, so it's a good play thus far. They need to get people into cap, like get into the circle. Everyone in, like I know you can't have everyone in church. Need more than that, and here we go. There they go. OPs need to stay up. Ooh, Puffin's gonna take him out. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you gotta win this gunfight. Nice, he wins it. They both do. The church is gonna live. This church OP, and you know what you gotta do. And some people might not know about the spot, so I'll give you the sauce a little bit. You can throw an airhead right on the church and like get it inside through the roof. I don't know if they just fixed that with all their updates, but that's what I would do right now. I would throw an airhead right here. That would be huge. They have complete control of, pretty good control of this right now. They're on point, but they're just not capping us. You don't really have to commit too much to this. But Garrison's about to be found out, unfortunately. SRC. Somebody. Nope. She's gonna get taken down. I'd have seen it, right? Oh, he was right on it. I think it's locked out regardless, though, because 100 meters. So Proct is gonna go find it. Hydros. The cap's still gonna go the way. So now they're finally committing, like a lot of people. L is probably full, going for the rocket on it, but the damage is done. They already have OPs up. We're kind of getting wiped here. Oh, Astel's gonna get taken out by Fake. Takes out the Lagio. Oof. Taken out by Fake though. I mean, ultimately, this is kind of the inverse of what happened, where the circle is gonna have to reset this, right? We'll see when people they ended up pulling back, how this play works out, but it seems like they're about to stomp it out pretty good, and they really don't have. I mean, look at the attack. Like the attack's a lot less significant now because of this push. So it's, I'd say, a good trade. Good trade, and we still have 40. This is not even halfway yet. There's plenty left of game to fill us up here. They're still grinding for this, man. This is huge respect right now. They have 1 OP left though. They're still here. You still have to you're commanding some time from, you know, people you're playing against, so it's good. This OP looks like it's about to go down though. When he can find it, it's gonna be on this right side of these trees. They're gonna get us another spawn off though. There's a chance. Ooh, it's gonna get burnt though. And it's just not the SL up, unfortunately. So really good play from, yeah, I think it was R. Wherever he went, really good job getting that pressure off for his team. Like, that's the kind of stuff that wins games, right? And I thought it was gonna be him again. I don't know where he is. I was trying to give him his respect and his name, but I can't seem to find him there. But good job by the circle though of re-getting that set off. But now you look, what did they have to give up for it though? This whole south is gone. Circle now has to claw their way back in. Furious Frogs are re-establishing this front door. They have a really good south push. They're fighting over checkpoint, or they're going to try to fight over checkpoint. You know, this is good. This is good for them if they want to win this game. What they needed was a play like that, was like their saving grace. Pressure is what they needed. It's huge. Absolutely huge. So good job. We're exactly at the halfway mark now. And good start. Good start for sure. So I mean, it's been a pretty exciting game so far. Back and forth on the flank plays. This is how you win this game. Commander going for it, but I think Charlie's gonna see ultimately him. Axis are dropping supplies in the church. I don't see Winnie. I imagine Winnie sees him. That's gonna go warm immediately. I don't know. This is like is this some meta tech? Oh. Oh. Nah, it's gonna roll off the roof though. Tumble down. That's so funny. I mean, he's kind of just in the road. I wonder if you can get it caught up there though. I've never known it. Yeah, Tokugawa is gonna go take that out. So we'll revisit this. You see there's like 3 front doors right now, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and strafe off Mr. Commander. Garrison network's pretty good. Actually that might have been him when they got the situation started. He's going forward again. I respect it, but now they're kind of paying attention to it. You're getting to the point where it's super hard to get that because there's literally a guy just playing that map edge, man. It's tough. But as you can see, I mean, this is it's still a better situation for the circle though, or for Furious Frogs, as they retook this. Remember they were all playing here. Now they're all playing here, and they also took the south when originally they were really playing off the hard point. Now they're basically fighting over checkpoint. But the problem is this front door, they're really not really gaining much. I think there's gonna be a rep. They gotta hopefully have rep stations or something, and drop some supplies and guys to build those. That'd be just 1 heavy, 2 heavies actually. I apologize. This is pretty good, like Texas standoff or Mexican standoff, whatever that's called. I mean, this could be huge. Whatever side wins this fight with these tanks, I mean, that's potential to be massive because these tanks, like this tank could just roll in south, so they're gonna sit here, kind of just hammer it out. What needs to happen is if this infantry, it looks like they're pinning them down, like the 76s are getting pinned down. This rocket needs to go out. That's huge by Titan. SL's gonna go down. That's fine though. Now the 76 occupied rocket in it. You gotta make the call. Oof. I don't know what happened to TC, but he's dead. Do you make the call now? I mean, Dima's going for a satchel. Dude, these guys keep on running in front of the tanks though. Don't think he got that off. He's doing a little too much running around. I don't see it unless he got it like really under there, but SRC's gonna check it. Oof. I mean, that's a good kill on the TC. The 2 TCs down. Tank is injured. I don't think there's a satchel on it, but we're about to find out in probably about 10-15 seconds. But I don't think he was able to get it on it, just doing a little too much running in around the tank. These heavies, I mean, you're in a position now where you can peek. The other heavy's kind of out of commission, so to speak. Oh my god. Absolutely modes. Now this tank is 1 man deep. Another rocket. The 1 more ought to do it if Oh, but don't. Oh, he just got mowed though. Good lord. But still, I mean, this thing is probably engined or it's something, but it's a one-man tank on this heavy. This is exactly what I was talking about needed to happen. But now SRC is becoming an engineer to come rep this tank to make sure that this thing is going to stay alive. I think. Trying to call out the infantry that might be trying to satchel this thing. And he might pull out the rep tool now. He has some support. So, good. I mean, good tank play by the circle, trying to keep their guys alive. Always nice to see. As I think the Furious Frog tanks are repping as well, getting back to full strength. Here's the medium. Back at it, dude. And he got through. Like, that's crazy. Wasn't even really paying attention. I don't think... Need to satchel the wall? I don't hate that. I would peek it. Kill this guy. I don't know. I don't know about that one though. How would you just peek the road? Like you're about to, all your progress is about to get wiped out because this dude is repping the fucking tank. I'm curious to see though. I don't know. So the satchel on the wall, good. But the one, oh, both of them went off. I don't really know. Maybe it's some French thing, but like they could have very well got the satchel on the tank. So while that was happening, though, I mean, they kind of lost all their pressure on that house and checkpoint, for that matter. So I'm wondering, I don't know really what happened, but still grinding this front door. Medium pushing front door, helping out their inf. As you can see, a whammo play by Semper Y, and then also item. Trying to make things happen. So we're gonna go take a peek. See what this looks like. I mean, they're already on the prairie. I don't know how they got. Honestly, I don't know how they got here because there's no garrison. And so it went down. I just didn't see it. He needs to be careful though, because he's about to hit the cemetery. I mean, you get to know, like the point. Or damn, manpower is low for circle. The point of this though is you need to to be a good whammo player or a good whatever you want to call it. You need to know like where garrisons might be. So for example, if he hits this, bad, because that means he's giving up. It's on the cap though. I mean, it's just pure procs, but they don't know that. But you just don't. Basically, just do not need to hit these garrisons. Like, don't go to cemetery. Like, go play where you think there's not going to be a garrison, but there might be an OP. If you wipe the OP, no big deal. They can't really do shit about it. Okay, so Cap was going the way for a split second for Furious Frogs, and then also Rue flickered for the tiniest bit of seconds for the side of the circle as SME is going back the way of Furious Frogs. So here we go into the thick of it. But Furious Frogs is a lot of people. I don't see this Cap going. But this is something to keep track of because there is, I mean, this guy's sitting here waiting for something. Right? We'll keep, I mean, like this front door is pretty important and this is pretty important too. I don't think it's going to turn into much. I think they're stomping this out. So this whole middle of the map that we've been kind of going back and forth with all game is where the juice is right now. You know, this tank needs to be taken out, man. It's a solo tank right now, no infantry really around it. Well, you know, was speaking on it, but now obviously, ooh, peace strike. Don't think it hit anything. Fortunately not. Tank kind of just was already on the move. So, checkpoint. Oh god. Let's see. He's diving this thing. Oh. But SRC, they need to back up. They need to back up. Oh, Satchel's on. Gotta just get the shot off. The SRC did get the Satchel on, right? No, he's on top of the tank. Wait, what gun does he have? Oh, he doesn't have the Satchel class. That is unfortunate for him. Does not have the Satchel class, but he's on the tank. So what you do in the situation is you live ping. So you're just like, hey, SRC is the tank. But really good dive by Furious Frogs, man. Like, that was phenomenal to see. Absolutely phenomenal. Really just came in gung-ho. But this Tiger, unfortunately, is probably going to die, if I had to guess. Going to turn around, though. Generality is not going to be able to get the butt shot that he really wanted. Cap going the way of the Furious Frogs again. They just missed, like, all those OP. I don't know where his supply truck went. This OP, yeah, this OP's getting burned. One spawn wave off of it. Ooh, no. So close. The Swannies is ultimately going to get this OP. So, good push while it lasted. But they're still capping. Interesting. This is a pure prox cap. So I'm imagining this will get a spawn, and this will get a spawn. And the circle will hold on, as you see. Maybe not. Okay, no, they are holding. It's close, though. Fuck, it's close. "33 minutes left." You know, from the jump, it was all the circle. Start to finish. From that first 15 minutes, I thought it was going to be a quick game. But since, you know, about 20 minutes ago, Furious Frogs have been in control of this game. Like, genuinely have been in control of this game. Done a really good job right now. Getting back into the swing of things. And really commanding the tempo. Pacing. Right? Like, they're having really good whammo plays. I think for the circle, they have a lot of fuel too. Damn. For the circle, they had that really good whammo play off the rip. Like, as soon as they capped SME, as Cap, oh, I thought it was starting to go the way again. As Cap was going, like, as soon as they capped SME, they went to Rue immediately. And it almost worked a couple times, but I think after that, you really can't do it again. But there's something to be said about this, where you let a team push into you a little bit, and then you kind of, like, the further that team pushes into your point, the more prone they are. If I say something, as they literally walked on the point, the further you let a team get to your point, the more exposed they're gonna leave their point. Right? There's a little bit of psychology in that, where it's not saying the circle is letting them push their point. Also, there's a big blunder right now. There's absolutely no reason these guys need to be out of cap. Zero reason. You want to cap this as long as you can, because then the further that you can delay it, even if you get 90%, you're forcing so much of Furious Frogs to come back. These guys are pushing outside of the circle when there is 5 of them, and they're just, all they need to do is just hold. Everyone hold an angle. They're just getting too antsy about this. Just get in the circle and, like, fucking hold an angle. So, I mean, it seems like they corrected it. Rico has not figured that out yet. But maybe that's their play. I mean, everyone has a different play style. But, like, there's no reason to be outside a circle. Maybe him being in circle is enough, and it was. So my point is proven. This SL needs to get in a circle, because now you're just putting yourself in bad situations when you're moving. Like, you are defending, let them come to you. You don't need to go to them. What the hell? Oh, it wasn't loaded in. But it's not, look, they all pushed off and they all got wiped. But still, I mean, that's a good push. Look how many people they dragged back the point. So, opportunity knocks, man. But, I mean, to be completely honest, Furious Frogs really didn't lose that much. And now what's going to happen is, the infantry that push back is going to flex back the... Oh, no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. Oof. Natural? Is. The Oop is gonna get a satchel on this tiger. Ooh, there's so much imp, man. You guys. They all got out? I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one. Like, I don't know if everyone gets all that time. I mean, you just gotta. They could have splashed. Like, I mean, there's other avenues than just submitting yourself. This tiger is just camping. And it's gonna go kaboom here in about 5 seconds. I've really been counting. Any second. Any second. There it goes. There it goes. So, Furious Frogs, back to square one. As you can see, man, those flank plays like win the game. Like truly win the game. Because you're just when you draw that attention, the enemy team has to give up so much to like defend, right? Because if you can make it on the point, so it really is an art form, and this is how you can win games instead of just like pure bulldozing. But 28 minutes left. If you're just joining us again, this is the Circle versus Furious Frogs on SME, and this is week 3 something of HCA. So middle of the season for this tournament. We're gonna have a big break for a couple weeks for some teams, just because of the way the structuring has worked. Then we'll go from there. But thus far, Furious Frog is gonna reset this for checkpoint, while Circle is pretty much feeling good. I also love to see a commander who's playing his front line. It's always good to see. As you can see, Kezked trying his best to play again for his team. But really, the name of the game is just be patient, right? You have 27 minutes. You don't have to force this all at once. You know, just be patient. It will come. One of these probes that he's doing, and he's just like getting it every time. It'll work. It'll work. That was a satchel this one off. But so Noah, I mean, you could still see Semper. There's also, this garrison's going warm. They have a whammo garrison here in between these two garrisons and OP. This won't last very long, but you know, Semper might be able to find a plug and play there for his team to. We'll kind of go from there. What comes of it? Very nice. Alrighty. Potentially you can spell disaster. That's for Furious Frog, which I imagine it is. Yeah, wait. I'm seeing anything now. Okay, so that was for side of the circle. That was their play. 26 minutes left in this game. Wow, it does not look like, if you notice this, the circle does not want to, like, they do not want to fight over SME. I think they really want to take this point too. I mean, like, I get it. I'm not saying it's like a stupid thing, because, right, like, you should want to take the point. But, like, there's just a lot, like, 30 seconds ago, there's a lot of people just, like, we're trying to bulldoze this. So it's good, you should. Oh, temper. Hanging tight, man, praying to God. We'll keep a track. I mean, there's 2 ammo plays going on right now. They're committing a lot more to it too. I think that's have to, right? If you've ever played in one of these comp games, 25 minutes left. you're not panicking, but you're kind of thinking like, hey, like clock's ticking. We're not gaining any time. What do we do? And so it's you gotta start doing some stuff. You gotta start taking a little bit of like small gambles up until you get to like that 10-minute mark, and that's when you're kind of like, fuck it, we need to just gamble a house. Because like personally, I think losing 3-2 to 4-1 is really not that big of a difference. Like obviously people don't want to. You rather lose 3-2 than 4-1 because it means like you just lost your midpoint, but then you held your other points the rest of the game. But you could potentially win. Like I rather have a higher chance of winning if it means me losing 4-1, no big deal, than the chance of you winning doing some crazy stuff is possible. Really pull something out. So we'll see though. 24 minutes. Front door is still just grinding. I mean, they're trying to take checkpoint, which they did. The checkpoint is Furious Frogs. It's a half track from the. Like, I hate half tracks, but I like seeing their half track plays. They have a lot of fuel, which is good. It means like their tanks aren't dying, or they have a lot of tanks. They have 3, so they should be. So, but here comes the grind, right? Like this is pretty much where we live. So, I mean, they're gonna, yeah, good for them. They're gonna keep pushing, keep grinding. Tragic. Ah. "22 minutes left. We're getting to that point where, again, crazy. Like, you gotta start taking small gambles. A half track, I would consider a small gamble. I mean, that commander and commander fight, that commander has to waste, you know, a considerable amount of time to get there, and it's not just like all willy-nilly, right? So, you know, it is what it is. It's so funny seeing like that. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a C because it's all open field. There's like that front door just never exists, but the guy's gonna try to make some. Whew. Sorry about that. Titan. Kinda make his family proud. This is like, this dude, Hell on Loose is so intricate yet so aggravating all the same. Because like I understand the pain right now of Furious Frogs, right? Like they're taking checkpoint and these motherfuckers, like they're wrapping south, which is great. It's great play by the circle, like 110%. Really good play to recognize that and to harass them. Because now these guys have to fight on 2 fronts, which never really works. Never fun to do and whatnot. And they have this damn medium barreling down at Mach 5, right? Like it's so frustrating. Extremely frustrating to do. So but I mean, it's possible. It's a big recon by the circle, huge recon. But again, I mean, with 20 minutes left, the last thing you want is to be fighting over your points still, and they're not. So yes, this whammo is trying to work and trying to like wrap them, But overall, I mean, they're fighting more for this mid pressure checkpoint and the west of SME, right? So it's just good. It's a good step in the right direction for them. The last thing, if they're fighting over route, I would say, dude, like this is terrible. This is tough for them. So the fact that they're not fighting over it is good. It's a good step in the right direction. But the circle is doing a really good job of limiting their opportunities on the front doors. So the fear, like, if I'm in command chat of Furious Frogs, you are praying your Lord and Saviors back here are gonna win the game for you. That's it. Because your front door, like you've noticed the whole game, it's really not there. Like the circle, it seems like the average inf for the circle is able to survive longer than the average inf for Furious Frogs. So they're not able to win on that front door because the circle's doing a really good job of like encapsulating of sending guys where they need to, of taking out spawns on this front line, right? As you can see, I mean, this line just broke. This tank's rolling through, which means checkpoint might fall soon, and then, you know, their front door is going to be exposed again, and this, that, and the other. So, like, they need this to work. Then, like, they'll be in a more advantageous position to win those gunfights and to be, like, the circle has to come push into them, right? So, right now, they're biding time, in my opinion, to just keep this alive. And as soon as these guys can get set up, then maybe they have this crazy push. Circle is sending they're whammo versus whammo right now, which is fucking hilarious. They actually sent a 2. Like, dude, screw you. We don't want what you're selling, buddy. You do not want what you're selling. So, ultimately, you know, again, still a lot of time left, but looking, it's very, it definitely is a little bit slim right now. But I mean, it's just weird, man. Like they're exchanging blows a little bit back and forth, but still, the game's still anyone's to be had, man. It is not necessarily. The game is not sealed per se. Time to make something happen, and they're trickling in here. This is good. Have this. This is good. But so is the circle. Circle is trying to take some things with them. Look at this. I mean, Wix is about to walk on a point. Oh, the FG42, man, is ridiculous. I wonder if this garrison thinks so. Follow my main man Wix here. He sees it. Oh, don't run on the edge. Don't run on the edge. Don't run on the edge. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? Dude, this guy's nuts. Like, insane nuts. Is that grenade gonna eat him? I hear it. Is it enough? Oh, he got hit, but Garrison goes down. Second is gonna take him out. No supplies here. Ooh, Circle has a good play brewing. Wix just gave me a fucking heart attack, but nonetheless, it worked. E4. Pushing up. Ooh, takes a hit from the 76. Or the 76. Not gonna get a third, though. Thing is on its last leg. This is not a situation you want to be in. You are Furious Frogs. Front door garrison's down. They have a whammo up, which is locked out, but they still have it. They're gonna get OPs. They own the south. Like, they walk on a point. They might start capping. If this was an SO, I would say, damn, but it's not. Neil, way out there. Alright. Not running satchel. You know, there's a tank there. Oh, this is. Just be patient. Be patient. Got this. I believe in you. No, what do you do? That's big. That is big. But this is the front of the tank, so he couldn't have hit that. He just had to wait for this to show. I don't know what grenades are being thrown. Maybe he thought they were repping, I think. Wait, did he actually kill someone? No, that's still 2 minutes. Damn. Vitali? Damn. They're gonna stump that push, but again, it takes a lot of time. Uh-oh. Did he get the satchel on? I imagine he did if he's running away. Yep, there goes. So 76 down. Great job by Z. I mean, that's crazy that that tank got satcheled on an open field. That shit sucks. Like, it's just a terrible feeling. But I ultimately don't think it's going to change the plot here too much. 14 minutes and a dream left for the fellas. So everything's still on the table. We'll see what is. I mean, they don't really have like a whammo going. They're still fighting over this front door, but we'll actually go. We'll take a peek at this just simply because it's been a minute. We'll go see what is crack-a-lackin'. They're doing a really good job right now. Bombing run coming in. And that's from the circle. Not terrible. Bombing runs are just hard to like be good at. in my opinion. What a rocket. I didn't know who that was. I don't think it was Oof. So, if you don't know, there are actually only 10 minutes left for them, not the 10 minutes, not 12. 2 minutes to cap. And with that, 2 minutes to cap, you know, if the game clock goes under 2 minutes, the other team cannot cap the point. In reality, the Furious Frogs actually have like 9.5 minutes right now compared to the 11 that you currently see, the 11.5 that is. So there is a there's a chance. Nine minutes left. I mean, pretty good pressure right now in hospice. But so I think if you're the circle, what they're kind of starting to look at comparatively, I think they're starting to look at like, okay, can we try to take this point? Okay, you see that? 'Cause I saw it. Blank, can you miss? So I think that they're starting to think though, like, can we take this point, right? And you know, if there's a situation where if Furious Frogs starts committing a lot of people to SME, right? On Rue, it's gonna be vulnerable. They have to go for this all in. But they can't start capping right away. Even just 4 people can start capping Rue. And at that point, the game is over. Because Furious Frogs cannot, like, they have to go cap. I think SME. So getting this someone in position just to be ready. So if I'm prep, right, running, I mean, I would have probably already been there. I don't know if you really have time to run there now. But you have 8 minutes pretty much left. Like, as soon as they do this all in, they're going to go for an airhead probably. They're probably going to go for, like, a bombing run airhead. Or they're going to try to get this north going. But, I mean, options just locking it out. None of them are looking. But they're going to get their OPs down. I mean, it's kind of hard because they probably think it's from here, not on the north of them. So we're going to go monitor the situation because this is the supplies that are dropping. So there goes the supplies again. Got caught up there, actually. They're just going to be chilling there. I don't know what the merit of this is. Maybe if they cap getting a garrison down right away. I'm really not sure. They're going to go get taken down. Or ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Here comes the recon. I assume from maybe Furious Frogs. Maybe the circle. I can't really... The circle. Okay. The circle. So we have 7 minutes left. They're on point. Captain John was down. That's pretty huge. It is massively huge. Blair's gonna go up though, so they have the information, but the problem is that more people are rolling in. Ooh. Juanies goes down. 2 people on this. If I'm Gecko, I might just satchel the fucking church and move on with my life. There's a hole that Andy's holding. Yeah. There's a hole in the church that you can see as people come in. It's really, like, kind of busted. But ultimately not gonna matter. That push is thwarted. I mean, they still have like this team north. It's like not the end of the world. They're fighting against like 2 SLs. They are flickering on point. Not enough to start capping though. As you see, they're look how much the like Furious Frogs is like having to give up on this. They just can't. They have to commit everyone to attack. And here's the airhead that I didn't even see by circle, by the way. This thing's gonna go out down though pretty quickly though. It's a really good airhead spot though. I mean, he's gonna find it immediately. So they're gonna be on that. Unfortunately, there's a garrison literally right next to it. That would have been a really good airhead. And also, it kind of drags people back on defense too, which is kind of like kind of the thing you want. But you know, life moves on. So really good north push right now though. 5 minutes left in this game. Kind of an all or nothing scenario. So here we go, right? So I mean, it's pressure's on for them to take this. The flare is out, so they have the information. I hear that Lux pushing in. Circle is doing a really good job on that front door. This tank's about to go down by probably. Where's that? That tank's gonna go down. That front door is gonna get a little bit stopped. They have the manpower. This garrison's gonna go down. Ooh, is this tank? That's kind of huge, dude. Oh, I don't know if that tank can even have the angle, but he's gonna satchel it. Ooh, but this is what I was talking about. Rue is very lightly defended and is currently contested right now. I don't know if he got the satchel on that, but the heavy has to leave. They start losing cap immediately, but they're back. Now they're taking cap, so now we're in a situation where it's very much like a tug of war on this cap with 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in this game. Anything can happen. That's just gonna go off. That garrison's done. Kind of fighting north right now. But Rue is flickering and their front door, they're just kind of walking right on. They're gonna start the cap. So what needs to happen is immediately this O needs to be filled up. Take Rue, get on the point, stop this push, and in return start capping on your own. But the problem is that there's 2 tanks. They're just chilling, ready to be in cap sector when needed. A satchel would be beautiful on this. But unfortunately, I mean, 3 minutes left in this game. This is just a hard thing for them to cap, man. Like, the circle's done a really good job kind of zoning this to sculpting this, if you will, to what it is they want, and it just there's not a lot you can do. We're gonna go back to Rue briefly to see what is shaking here. I mean, Furious Frogs has to commit people, but they got 2 people on point. They just need to stay in circle and hold. But they are having guys coming from the north. This garrison is gonna go down. Echelon, not really. I mean, they're just fragging for OPs, but the garrison's actually there. Echelon's watching it. Is he gonna see? Oh, dude, and he just gets absolutely murked by V. So garrison's gonna go down. OP's gonna go down. The heavy is pushing map edge. They're not capping right now, but Airhead's gonna go down, and I know for a well, it actually could be for no, it would have to be for Furious Frogs. They already used their Airhead down here. This is Furious Frogs. They don't know the spot on the church, which is pretty goated. But if you don't know it, you don't know it. It is what it is. They're gonna recon this. I think he's gonna try to do bombing run Airhead. Maybe. I think his timing's way off though. I'm not 110% sure. But Rue is still going the way of what's contested. Now being capped by Furious Frogs, which is absolutely insane, might I add. Or getting capped by the circle, rather. Luckily for Furious Frogs, no OP on point yet. The closest thing is items OP. That's pretty much all they have, and the heavy. They actually have a Whammo Garrison North and Dog. So now, with a minute and a half left, they can still get 4-1'd. Game is not over. But they have to stop this cap pretty much damn near immediately. But when you do that, they're going to lose all of their pressure. They have no, like, this thing is going to be locked out like crazy. They are starting to lose SME, though. So the cap is flipping a little bit. The heavy is pushing. The recon is pushing. That heavy needs to stay in point, which I know they really can't do. Both mediums, I guess, died. I must have missed that or something. Is bombing run coming in? I mean, I can't say at both points. I'm very, like... I'm gonna flick here real quick just to see the big spawn on the Airhead, but like you're losing cap, so now you have to reinforce this. Oh my god, no way, this is insane right now. You have to reinforce your point. You have to get bodies in, but you don't have the bodies to spare because you just sent the fucking house to Rue. You're capping, but you just don't have people. Now you're in a situation, hey, if you die, so reinforce should be up right now, by the way. I don't know why reinforce isn't popped. I do not see them keeping this though. I think this circle's taking this. There's the heavy. GG. That's the game. Reinforce came out too late. Really good job on their attack, but like at the expense of like you got a heavy come south. You know? This is just there's nothing you can do. It's reinforce comes too late. There's about 15 bodies. That's gonna do it. GG circle. Really good game by both though. By no means was this a lackluster game in my opinion. Right? Really good job. Really good job by both teams to for this game. I think me personally, I thought the game was going to be a little more over at the beginning. Circle looked really good out the gate, but then Furious Frogs clawed their way back in and almost won it there at the end. I mean, but again, in that situation, it's hard when, you know, people are on your front door, but you have to go for it. Like I said earlier, I'm not mad at Furious Frogs' choice. Like, they could have won that game. If timing was on their side, they would have won that game, but they went for it. They're going to lose 4-1. It is what it is. In my eyes, though, it's a 3-2 game, right? Like, let's be honest. Furious Frogs wanted to play for the 3-2, or the 2-3, I guess, on their perspective. They could have, but they wanted to go for the win, which you should. And ultimately didn't work out in their favor, but it is what it is. So at this point, I mean, this was a great game by both teams, for sure. Super happy I was able to cast this pretty much for the first time for both teams. And I mean, SME is a hard one. When you're in the city fighting, it's real rough, it's real gritty. And even when you leave the city, you have all like these parallel straight hedges, and it's just a hedge fight pretty much. But both teams had really good whammos. Both teams had really good pushes. Both teams had really good tanks. Overall, just a really solid game from both teams here. So definitely super happy. I appreciate tuning in if you did. I always try to make, you know, these streams as fun and maybe informative and educational as it possibly can be, just kind of taking in the game, right? So I appreciate it. Take it easy. Thank you so much. We're gonna quickly look, maybe just at some of the stats and see, but that is gonna be again confirmed. GG the circle on the 4-1 victory. As you can see, some of the stats here for both teams. I mean, the tank crews alone, both in the thousands, very good. This tank had 3K. Tanks down here had tanker. He's level 336, so I didn't really look. I mean, it looks like honestly the tanks for Furious Frogs had a little more CE, which doesn't always tell the story. But anyway, thank you so much. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your weekend, and